Hi Collective, welcome to Sacred Wisdom Oracle. I'm Sophia and I'm back for another reading. I hope everyone is doing well today. Welcome to your daily energy check-in for this collective reading. All right, y'all. I would like to just get into the cards and see what we can get for today's message, okay? Okay, so I'm going to say a quick prayer and we will get right into the cards, okay? Divine angels, ancestors, spirit, and guides, I call upon you to surround myself and the collective with your love, light, and guidance with the highest protection. I ask that only beings of light enter this space, offering wisdom for the collective's highest good. Guide me with clarity, shield me from harm, and help me to see what is needed in this read. I'm going to ring my bells really quickly as well. I'm going to ring these 3 times. If you guys have any headphones on, you might want to maybe turn down a little bit, okay? Because these can be a little bit loud. And one more time. Love those so much. Okay, so let's go ahead and get into this overall energy. You guys, I've been using this deck all week for overall energy and I absolutely love it. It's like kind of like a kipper, but it's, yeah, anyway, it's much better in my personal opinion. I love kipper, don't get me wrong, but okay. Holy Spirit, holy angels of the highest white light, what do you have for the collective's highest good today? What all does the collective need to know? What is this overall energy for the day? Ghost, spirits, apparition, haunting, and paranormal. Oh my goodness. Next card out, angel. Wow. And it says divine wings, protection, blessing, and heavenly. Wow. We have gambler and driver, risk taker, fate, speculation, addiction, debt, and fortune, along with driver, navigator of journeys, steering, safe passage, and welcome. Yeah. I'm not even going to speak on this until we get the final 2 cards, but I already see where this is going quite clearly. We have saint. Y'all, I can't. Holiness, virtue, devotion, and miracle. Wow. One more for overall energy. My goodness. Come through, spirit. Victim. Sufferer, target, prey, afflicted, and vulnerable. All right, you guys. So really what I'm getting here is that someone could be talking about someone who has angel-like qualities or even is an angel. This could be an earth angel, an angel in the 3D, and I just heard as above, so below, so you could have angel status above and you do as well here in the 3D. Someone could be saying, though, collective, that you're not an angel, you're not divine, that you're haunted, that you've something about a ghost being conjured or something to that effect. This was a risk somebody chose to take. They could have also been speaking about making speculations about your faith, your, like saying you are, you have an addiction issue, you have an addiction to money, you have an addiction to gambling, that you are just racking up karmic debt. But really, you are being, with this driver card, you're being steered in the right direction. because someone's trying to make you a victim. You could have an angel here that's by your side, even collected. This could be Archangel Michael, or any archangels, okay? That could be also trying to get you from one side of things to another safely. And you could be welcoming this angel or angelic energy. All right, you could be well aware of your virtue. You could be very devoted to this archangel energy here, this protection. This angel could also be devoted in devoted in making miracles happen for you. And the reason why that this is happening is because someone's trying to target you. They want to make you suffer. They want to make you their prey. They're trying to afflict you in some way, perhaps because they think you're vulnerable, because you're alone, you're by yourself. The only protection you could have here is like a tree, or someone thinks you have no protection. You can see that this tree has like sparse leaves on it. So somebody could be saying this about you, collective, saying, well, this person has no protection, and, you know, they stand out like a sore thumb. Look how the cow is white amidst this dark background. So they could, you know, think that your vulnerability is what is actually showing. And you could feel comfortable sharing your vulnerability. And even though you could know you're being targeted in some way. Now, someone could have even sent something paranormal to your home, like a spirit or something. And this is why your angels had to come in and protect you. This could be something that someone's sending towards your money. Now, there could be, for some, or one person maybe even, there could be a situation here when it has to come, when it comes to a driver. Somebody could be a driver, like a Uber or Lyft driver. Somebody could do Uber Eats. Something about that could be significant. That could be the person that's trying to target you. Where are we going to go from here? All right, so I'm going to take just 6 of these cards today. All right. Holy Spirit, Holy Angels, what do we need to know about this ghost? Q. Somebody with the initial Q could be involved. Trying to say you do strange things for change. Somebody could be saying you're like haunted. Again, I know I said that, but someone could be even seeing apparitions. And this doesn't have to be you. This could be this Q person who's been talking crap on you. They could be seeing some sort of paranormal. Some sort of paranormal activity, perhaps in their home or in and around them. Somebody could be being spooked by something paranormal. Y'all, I didn't realize, but I don't have any music on. Hold on real quick. So someone could be being spooked by something paranormal because they came for you. And this could be one or multiple people, but somebody with the initial Q could be involved. Or someone saying this even about a queen energy. This could also be like a mother energy that is stating this. Sorry, y'all, I'm almost done. I'm just trying to rewind this. All right. All right, tell me about this angel, Holy Spirit. What do we need to know about this angel? Injury. Oh my goodness. So you have, collective, you have angels protecting you from injury. You have heavenly angels protecting you from injury. This could be coming directly from this Q person. This could be, again, this could be like a queen, like a mother energy even, or I guess sister. I don't know. We're going to get more information before I speak on the who's here. All right. Give me one more for angel. You are always 10 steps ahead. So you are being protected by angels to keep you 10 steps ahead from getting any type of injury here. Because somebody speculated, collective, on who you are and the things that you are involved in, and this has put you in danger. Tell me about gambler, Holy Spirit. Lied in court, on the record. So this could be information that was lied about on you in court, collective. Phone call. Someone could have done something when it comes to a phone call. Speculation about a phone call. Took a risk to do something in regards to a phone call. Tell me about driver. They said you need protection. Oh, wait, sorry. They said you need to protect yourself from the storm. And you said, but I am the storm. In other words, you're not scared of whatever it is that these people are trying to do. You know that you're being safely navigated around whatever the situation is. And you're confident that your angels are keeping you 10 steps ahead. Now, this could also involve your spirit team. So your divine angels, ancestors, and guides. One more for driver. Keeping a secret. Somebody could be keeping a secret. Or somebody wants to keep this a secret. But you're being steered safely around whatever it is that this, this person has. And Q is the only initial we have out. We have detective. So we have a saint detective here. A holy saint detective that's devoted to doing something here to keep you safe from the secret. One more for saints. Criminal record. So this detective could be keeping you safe from having some type of a criminal record. Because like giving you information to keep you 10 steps ahead from having a criminal record. Or someone's keeping a secret that they were trying to have you somehow get a criminal record. Tell me about victim, target. Regret what they did, unjust actions, lies, to control. So now someone's regretting what they did because a detective's involved. They're lying, or sorry, they regret what they said in court, this lie. Waged war on you for money. So they regret the fact that they waged war on you and took payment for it to target you. So whatever they did that was unjust, they did this because they thought you were vulnerable. They made you some type of prey or target. They wanted you to suffer from whatever this war is that they waged on you. Medical records. Somebody could have illegally obtained your medical records in order to target you. Whatever's gone on here, this has caused PTSD. Now, this is the other thing, is your medical records could be showing that these people caused some sort of, I heard complex PTSD. This isn't just like, I mean, not that they're much different, but this has become very complex in the way that it's affected you. A Libra, you could be a Libra, or you have Libra grandparents that are either alive or on the other side that are helping you. And you could know, okay, so there's a person that's involved here, collective. I'm just going to take these and let's see what they say. Okay, so whoever the person is that's involved in causing this complex PTSD for you, collective, you could be getting very weird vibes from this person, and you could know that this person does not have any facts and that they need to work on their shadow work. They could be being forced to sit down. You may be writing a book here about something that you've experienced. We have protective order backfired. So somebody could have been trying to manifest a protective order against you, saying you were literally possessed. Wow. You could recognize this energy from a past life. So this could either be someone from like your past in this lifetime, or this could even be an energy that you recognize from a past life. You could be getting like intuitive hits that this is a situation where you have had to battle whatever these people are and whoever and whatever they are, right? In another life, in a past lifetime. You literally are profiling them. And we have brother, job, or business. So there could be a brother involved. They could be using their job or their business, collective, to get some sort of information on you, a profile on you. So let's say someone has worked for the NSA or the CIA or whatever. They could be losing their job or business because of what they did. So we've got two cards out here. We have job or business in the upright, and we have job or business in reverse. So this person could have used their job or business, this brother, to somehow profile you, to watch you, and they're going to lose their job because of this. They could have even purchased and we have trust in the divine, collective. So trust in the divine that your back is being watched. But with this brother energy here, collective, somebody could have purchased a vehicle that looks official. Like this could be like a black SUV or something that's official looking, with tinted windows and a big vehicle that they justified as needing, so that way they could use it for their business. And this business, this business is to basically, sorry, but that's what I'm getting. There could be a phone call here that's going to be looked at in court, or somebody lied in court about a phone call. They're trying to keep this secret. They could be receiving some type of a criminal record This person could be like holier than thou. I just heard they think they're above the law because of some sort of connections or... All right, let's get some more information. Oh shoot, sorry y'all. Oh my God. So sorry, you guys. Hold on, you guys. There's cards everywhere. Hold on. Sorry, my bad. Dirty money just flipped right out. There could be something about dirty money and somebody's two-faced hidden intentions. All right, so... Yeah, somebody could be laundering, stealing money, or doing something illegal with their connections. All right, Holy Spirit, Holy Angels, tell me about this ghost, this paranormal. What do we need to know about this? Mind control. Q could be doing some sort of mind control. Bank failure. Somebody could be doing mind control in order to have you overspend or something. Or they're trying to control your mind so you don't look into something that has to do with the bank. This is too many. But we have setting the record straight, fake friends, landfill, justice, and power supply in reverse. So somebody could have been using a bank account for their own you know, livelihood or something. Or somebody is saying you do strange things for change and trying to look into your bank records or something. They're saying something about trash. This person could have treated you like trash. They could have said you had no power or you had no power over a situation. Something about fake friends and setting the record straight and justice. So justice could be coming in for this. Tell me more about this ghost energy. A situation's about to explode. Shit's about to pop off, y'all. This could be happening for this Q person. Maybe it's already happened for them. Somebody is like... Yeah, something is literally like burning. We have crime of passion in reverse. So something about some sort of crime of passion that somebody did being reversed or not working on you. Someone could have like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. What's the word I want to use? YouTube safe word. They have to, like, they're trying to hide that they've done this to 8 people already, or they've tried to control people's minds or their bank accounts through their mind or something. But something's about to pop off in regards to the situation when it comes to a crime of passion not working. One more for ghost. Now, somebody could have also done something, collective, when it comes to sending something paranormal towards you. This could have been a celebrity who is responsible for 8 people passing. There's going to be some type of situation that's about to pop off in regards to this celebrity person. Something about a bank account. Somebody could have paid someone to do some sort of, or somebody's lost a bunch of money because they paid someone to do some sort of mind control. This could be this Q person. They could have paid someone to do something paranormal. They could have paid someone to cause a situation to erupt in your life. This was considered a crime of passion by organized criminals, a group of organized criminals. So this celebrity could be an organized criminal or in part of an organized crime group. This celebrity could be having bank failure. This organized crime group could be having bank failure because of something that's gone on. They were expecting something to happen here. They were expecting it to get some type of new beginning based on whatever it is that they did here. And all they've received is like loss. They're taking losses. Oh, they're taking financial losses. They also could have been expecting a new beginning when it came to some sort of financial issues. But really, the only thing that's happening is they're failing at whatever it is that they tried to do here. Yeah, and now, oh my God. Now they're running away. Literally, they're running the F away. They could be running away from whatever this paranormal is. This paranormal, whatever this is here, could have backfired on them. So if they tried to send you some sort of paranormal thing to you or your home or to your mind or whatever it is that they tried to do here, they're running away from this. Tell me about this angel and you being 10 steps ahead. We have desert. Someone could live in the desert. Y'all, my hair keeps like going right back into my face. Okay, so you could live in the desert or someone lives in the desert. And you're 10 steps ahead of these people that could live in the desert. Or their money is being dried up. We have total drama in spouse or partner. So, oh, sorry, tired of drama, total drama. Yeah, okay, so someone's tired of this drama. You could be tired of this drama. Somebody's tired of the fact that you're 10 steps ahead. This could be a spouse or a partner that's involved in this. This person could live in the desert. Hold on, let me just make sure I've got all this on here. So, okay, this is the other thing. The card says blessing. So, in protection. So, an injury, collective, could have been a blessing in disguise, which actually ended up protecting you. Your angels could have come in and caused you even an injury. So that way, there was some sort of protection. That, like, there could be, so, like, let's say you, again, I've used this analogy before, but let's say that you were injured and you had to hire an attorney. You could have, this could have been divine intervention that you were being blessed with, so that way you would have to get an attorney, and then the attorney would find whatever the situation is here, this crime of passion, whatever it is that these people did to bring you justice. So whoever this is that knows about this situation, this person could live in the desert. But this was all a protection from your archangels. Can I get one more for angel? We have bad choices, yeah. So somebody made a really bad choice here, collective. Whoever these people are, they made a bad choice to do something, perhaps in the desert. You could have been visiting the desert. You could have lived in the desert. But you're getting justice from these bad choices these people made. Oh, and imprisonment just came out. So somebody's bad choices are going to get them imprisoned. You're going to get this justice. Your angels are literally bringing in justice for you for these bad choices that this spouse or partner could have taken part in. Wow, y'all. Tell me about this gambler. Beach. Somebody could have lied about something that happened at the beach. Or this spouse or partner goes to the beach a lot. They could go to the beach just to clear their mind. We have caregiver. It was actually reverse. Okay, so you guys, I'm getting that there could be a caregiver here that did something negative towards you. On the record, this could be with a spouse or a partner. So this could be somebody who's an ex or a current partner or something to that effect. But this caregiver and this ex could be on a phone call about how they're gonna lie in court. One more for gambler. This was a gamble. They made this caregiver is a female perhaps. So this female could be this mother energy who's trying to say someone does strange things for change. But whatever the case is, this female caregiver could be on a phone call talking to your spouse or partner, either current or ex. And this phone call about how they were going to lie in court was a very bad choice. They could have been wanting to lie in court about some sort of addiction. That's a lie. They could have said you had debt, you were doing strange things for change. Like, you guys, this message has been coming out a lot. This was a risk, excuse me, that they are trying to keep buried, or that, you know, this was burial in reverse. So whatever's gone on here, it's not going to be able to be buried. It's going to come out. One of these people could be like a driver for Uber or Lyft. Tell me about this. Let's get one more actually for gambler. What else do we need to know about this phone call? Trash, throwing away, getting rid of, tossing out. So someone's trying to like get rid of old phone calls. Or somebody, a female in your family could have, or a female caregiver, doesn't even have to be in your family, could have tossed you away or tossed you out like a piece of trash. Tell me about this driver, Holy Spirit. What do we need to know about this driver? And we have boat in reverse. Something about a boat. Somebody could drive a boat. We have trapped, travel, perversion in reverse, and landfill, trash. But these are too many. Let's get some more information. Just one at a time, please, Holy Spirit. Oh, poison. Somebody could have... Okay. So someone here is trying to keep this this drugging or poison that they did a secret. But there could be a phone call about this. Somebody could be trying to throw away any kind of connection that they had to this poisoning. You could have been poisoned, collective, and you were safely steered away from this by your angels, by your saintly angels. And whatever the case is this is not going to be able to be buried. Someone here is a serial killer. Somebody's done this on more than one occasion. And someone's trying to keep this a secret. Someone could drive someone around to, I hate to be so vague, you guys, but there's someone here who is driving someone to do some sort of poison. Life insurance. Oh my goodness. So whatever's gone on here, this has happened multiple times. This has been a multiple, like, a person has done this more than once. And this was for life insurance money. So somebody could have a history of doing this, getting life insurance policies out on people. And then steering them right into their passing. This could be a female caregiver. This could be a spouse, partner, current, or ex. Yeah, somebody wants to keep this hidden. There could have been a hidden life insurance policy that you are not aware of. This is bad. Like, this is really bad. I mean, wow. I'm just shocked that all these came out. Like, this could be this person who's this driver. This secret could be that they constantly, you know, I mean, we've got boat in reverse. So what is a boat? A boat floats, right? So somebody could be drowning from something, or somebody, this is part of what someone's done. They could have, y'all, I don't like tapping into this at all. Let's move on to Saint. That's way too many. Tell me about the Saint. So we have DEATH, y'all. I have to just be mindful of my words on YouTube. So passing. So something, a detective could be looking into these passings. They could be looking into someone's criminal record who acts like they're holier than thou. And so now someone's looking into giving someone perhaps even a criminal record for these passings, or yeah, but whatever's gone on here, these people regret what they did. Whatever they did, they lied. And now, like, if somebody did something that was unrelated to you, collective, like these people, like whoever these people are or person is, if they have a history of doing things illegal, scammy, like this that we're talking about here, this particular detective could have been looking into these people and found these unrelated passings to what they were investigating when it comes to yourself. Someone could have even gone broke or had their accounts frozen because they were trying to do something here with a celebrity and organized crime. This was a crime of passion. We have healing. So you could have healed from something that was supposed to take you out, collective. This was a miraculous healing. With Saint, we have miracle. So this was a miraculous healing that you survived. One more for Saint. We have total drama action in reverse. And accomplice partner in crime. So they are both in reverse. So there could be somebody here who is trying to deny that they were an accomplice to whatever this was. This could be poisoning that was supposed to take you out. And total drama action in reverse is no action. So somebody wants to make it look like they're holier than thou. So some detective does not take action to make them culpable for or a co-conspirator is what I'm hearing when it comes to these charges. One more for Saint. Now, collective. Now we have faked passing in reverse. So this was no, like, whatever, this was not fake. Whatever was going on here, this is the real deal. So this particular individual, whether it be this caregiver or this spouse, masculine, feminine, whatever, you put the genders where they need to be, okay? But you could know, like, you could have contact with one of or both of these people. Again, there could be this like queen energy. I'm picking up like supposed to be nurturing or like mother-like energy. Or this could just be somebody unrelated that's their initials start with Q, or their initial for their name, first, middle, or last starts with Q. But what I'm getting specifically is that you may have had contact with this person or these people, and you may see this person transform into something really dark over a period of time. And this, you may be able to see, like, if this is a mother, you've had maybe contact with this mother, like perhaps your entire life, right? And so you know that this particular person didn't used to be dark in this particular way. So you could actually see, visually see with your eyes that this particular energy that used to be nurturing is no longer nurturing, and that they literally look like they're consumed by some type of paranormal entity. I just heard parasite. This could be some sort of paranormal parasite. Tell me about this victim. Actually, one more for detective, criminal record. Greed, yeah. Greed. They're not going to get whatever this money is that they thought they were going to get from this. So greed is what made them do it. Like, you could even have said to somebody, like, I know what you did. And you could be like, I know you did this, that, or the other, right? And then this person's like, and you could have said all for money. And this person could have been like you could have literally like said that this person, like, oh, I know what you did. And you named off all these things, right? Which I don't suggest you saying. But you could have said this to them. And then like they responded like, no, like they didn't say anything about, oh, I didn't try to poison you or cause your passing. They didn't say that. They said, oh, I'm not greedy. It's like, I just told you that I know you did XYZ, and you're coming back with, I'm not greedy. Every time they open their mouth, they're effing up here. Kicked to the curb. So somebody kicked someone to the curb for money, and they're trying to say, oh, I didn't do that for money. Yeah, you did. We have insecure and promiscuous. So this person could be very insecure. They could sleep around. They could have even slept with your person, collective. This is disgusting. If you have a mother energy here that got together with your partner, that's so gross. That's so gross. There should be charges for that, right? Like, I'm sorry, but if you've ever had something like that happen to you, you know that that the person is severely disturbed. All right, tell me about this victim. Medical records, waged war for money. What else do we need to know about this victim? Oh, y'all. I don't know if I can say this word, but I'm gonna like whisper it. Homicide. in reverse. Somebody was trying to target you, collective, to cause some sort of passing. This could be a brother that waged war on you for money. They could have been paid to do this. They could have been paid to target you. Somebody could be sharing your medical records with others. Okay, that card doesn't want to come out. Okay, let's get one more. We have pregnancy test and alive. Oh my goodness. Somebody could have looked into your medical records, collective, because they were unsure if you had a baby. Something about being alive. So like somebody could be looking for a live pregnancy, like a real, like they weren't looking in your medical records to see if you terminated a pregnancy. They were looking to see if you had a live pregnancy. What? They were accusing you of something? Taking out a child or something? This is sick. That could have been one of the things that they did to wage war on you, collective. These people are really imaginative, aren't they? Like, wow. One more, please, for victim target. Fake friends. Fake friends could have been involved in this. A brother's fake friends could be involved in waging this war for money. We have anger management. Do you guys see how the cards are like flipping, but flipping back in? Somebody could be flipping out about something, having anger management issues. Or someone said that you did something to a live, you guys, I'm so sorry, trigger warning, but somebody could have said you did this was part of this waging war. They were targeting you, looking at your medical records, trying to figure out if you ever had a baby. Because they were accusing you of taking your own child out because you have anger issues. This was all revenge. They could have said you traveled to do something. Wow. So the perversion card comes out and we have copycat. So somebody could have traveled to watch you. This could be somebody who was a copycat. They could have been trying to act like you, talk like you, write like you, text like you, email like you. Whatever it is, they were trying to pretend they were you. A brother could have been part of this. Mountains. So something about someone copying you to create obstacles for you. I get some more information about medical records, victim, targeting, waged war. With missing and fulfilling a fantasy. So somebody was trying to fulfill a fantasy to make you go missing. There could be some type of a missing letter or something that's involved in this as well. So this could also be like these mountains, these obstacles was fulfilling a fantasy for this person. If somebody used their like military resources, or they used something that had to do with their job or business, they're not only going to lose their job or business. Like remember what I was saying, like CIA, NSA, some sort of three-letter agency this brother could have had connections or ties to. And they could be getting like, whatever this is could be going public, And they could be not only losing their business, but they could be getting charged with a whole bunch of things. Because this was deceitful. This brother is a traitor. They're not to be trusted. They were trying to betray you. They were trying to backstab you. This could be because of envy. Somebody could be envious of something here. Or this person was saying that you envied them. They were, wow. This could be a fire sign or something about a fire. This brother could be a fire sign, Aries, Leo, Sag. Jealousy. So we have jealousy and envy. Now, the other thing is that whether this brother is a fire sign or not, a fire sign could have worked with a brother to betray you. And we have debt. Oh, okay. We have debt and putting on a show in reverse. Something is, somebody could have gone into debt to cover something up. And now they regret what they did. This is not a party. All right, let's get one more deck before we close out. But yeah, I don't know. Let's just get a few more cards. All right, Holy Spirit, Holy Angels, tell me about the ghost. Okay, we have choosing the bear and truce in reverse. So you could rather be alone with a wild bear than with whoever this person is that has this celebrity or whoever this person is. Something about January 1995, and we have truce in reverse. Someone is not letting go of their ego or their pride or their need to win. They're not pausing whatever it is that they're doing. Wow. So someone is continuing to do something. This could have to do with a crime of passion. This could have to do with organized crime. Now, organized crime, I always remind people of this. Organized crime doesn't actually have to be like, you know, known like mobsters being involved in something, right? Like old school that you think of. This could literally be even family members, friends that are organizing some type of something that's illegal on someone. But I would like to just remind you guys that these bad choices are going to send these people to prison. So, you know, continue to keep, like, you know, we don't want to wish. Oh, this is so challenging, because as somebody who has been a targeted individual in the past, or even maybe still currently, I don't want to speak on that, but as somebody who's been targeted, it's really difficult to send these, you know, your ops essentially love, because, you know, a lot of times we want to manifest you know, our justice, right? And when we are in the process of manifesting our justice, by thinking about us getting justice, can actually be a difficult position to be put in, because of course it is extremely difficult to extend love to people who are trying to cause us harm, right? And sometimes just by default, it could be something that is bordering on sending someone evil eye, right? However, you know, and it's very difficult to send people who have waged war on you, perhaps even for money, to cause some sort of false narrative about you, make up something, try to take you out, get life insurance policy, all of this effery that they've done now, and then trying to cover something up. They are basically, you know, like, they are reaping what they've sown. However, if you can try to send them some love and light, because you know how dark that they are, and if you can try to do that, asking for them to see the light, for them to do what's right, for them to stop whatever it is that they're doing while they're ahead, right? These are all things that, if you can mean it, that is the best way to try to manifest the justice that you need and deserve, okay? So it takes a very balanced, what's the word I'm looking for? Caring and loving individual to see past all the dirty things someone has done in order to send them love and light, so that way they will do the right thing. You have to essentially be a saint to do that, okay? So just, you know, but make sure that, you know, like, okay, so I'm not telling you how to do things, but it still isn't okay. Y'all, this piece of hair is driving me nuts. It's still not okay to, you know, return to sender 10 or 100-fold with negative intentions. That's essentially still like doing dark alchemy, I guess you could say. So it's best to, you know, just return to sender with love and light, because that is really going to, you don't want to rack up any karmic debt for yourself in the process of this situation. Even though it seems like the normal natural thing to do is return to sender like 100-fold or 10-fold or whatever, you do not want to rack up any karmic debt in the process of returning something to sender, okay? And most likely, you know, it's going to be, it's all about your intention. So if you have bad intentions for someone, that's the intention that it's going to send. If you have good intentions because two wrongs don't make a right, then yeah, so keep all that in mind, okay? Okay, where are we at? Angel. High value, and we have colorist in reverse. So somebody does not discriminate based on skin tone. So, and then we have high value upright, irreplaceable or invaluable. So your irreplaceable and invaluable angels are keeping you 10 steps ahead. So part of the reason why somebody made all these bad choices, collective, is because you stand out above the ordinary. You have so much worth that's beyond the surface level. Something about 1998 could be significant. Someone could be born in, or be 41, sorry. Now, you're this high value person that someone here is trying to cause an injury to. This could be the spouse or partner that you either were with in the past or are currently with now that was maybe drama. You could have thought this person, you were tired of this person's drama. You could have either divorced or broke up with them. cake age. Celebration comes at a cost. Gatekeeping of joy. Joy with strings attached, hidden cost. All right, so this particular spouse, you could, that you were with or are with, whichever, could have made it to the point where you were just tired of this person's drama because you know your value, you know your worth. So this particular person didn't like this. They were trying to gatekeep your joy. So, like, the drama outweighed the joy that you had in this relationship. This person could have been doing this for money as well. Like, they wanted to have their cake and eat it too. This could have to do with, because we have the number 8, which is karma. It also has to do with the 8th house, which is transformation, rebirth, death, transformation. So, you know, this particular situation could have caused you to have some type of a rebirth or transformed you in some way. This could be an injury that transformed you as well, or this person's bad choices. Do it for the plot. And it's like on its side. And entitled. So somebody's very entitled. Oh wait, entitled was in reverse. So yeah, whatever's going on here, you could be feeling like you're a high value, but you're not an entitled individual. You're very balanced, and you give to people not to receive, but just to be able to give. This person could have been saying you were born with like a gold spoon in your hand. And we have do it for the plot. Encouragement to take action that make one's life more intriguing or adventurous, adding to a personal storyline. So this person could have been saying like, you deserve something without having to earn it, or that you know your worth, and that you are valuable, you're of high value, and but you know you're not entitled to anything, and you work really hard for what it is. You're balanced and you work hard. So something here about someone encouraging someone to come for you, collective, because they're trying to say you're entitled. I just heard high horse. Somebody could be born in 1972. Tell me about this gambler, Holy Spirit. Light on the record, phone call. Light in court. Old school, traditional and classic. Choosing substance over trendiness. Yearning for past or realness. So somebody could have made an old school phone call to someone. What is this? So this wasn't a cell phone call. This phone call was on like a landline. This speculation was done over a landline. Somebody could have thought that the landline couldn't be, I don't know, whatever, but whatever they did is not going to be able to be buried. This was a risk someone took talking on this old school phone. These aren't, sorry, that's too many. Can I get one more for Gambler, please? Thank you. Frivolous lawsuit. Somebody could have gambled to do something here, collective, to do some sort of frivolous lawsuit. This could have been a female caregiver that was trying to set something up on an old school phone, over an old school phone call that is going to be used in court, or somebody lied in court on the record about something. Or somebody could have said something about, like, if you had an injury, and this is of course not going to be for everyone, but if you had an injury, collective, this person could have been talking crap about you. This could even be a mother energy that was talking crap on you, that lied on the record, saying that whatever, like, let's say you have an injury and you had to get an attorney to sue for your medical bills, right? This particular person could have found out about this, and they speculated over an old school phone, like a landline, that you were basically trash, and you would file a frivolous lawsuit, essentially saying you're like a caregiver or something, wow. Okay, you could be a caregiver, you could be this caregiver, you could be a female caregiver. But what I was going to say is that you were like a scammer or something. Why did I say caregiver? Well, I'm looking right at the card, but interesting. Standing up for your younger self. So collective, there's 3 other cards that came out I'm not taking. So you could be protecting yourself, nurturing, invalidating your feelings, shielding and protecting yourself from this caregiver that treats you like trash. Something about 2022 is significant, as well as 1967, or someone could be born in 67 or be 67 years old. You could be like your own superhero in this situation. You could have won this lawsuit that somebody was trying to say was frivolous. They were talking so much crap on you. So they were just trying to distract from some real issue here. They were abusing their power. These were empty or baseless accusations and fake claims. Now they're on the record for this. So let's just say, again, you have an attorney because you have an injury. And this particular person, maybe a mother, was spoken to, perhaps about your character or something. It was just routine, right? And in this phone call to this perhaps attorney, this person said something. So that attorney could have been like, oh, well, we need to get you, on the record, with this particular situation because it's very serious. And, we called you for a character check on your child or whatever, whoever you are to this person. And so we just need you to do something routine where, you speak this over the, on like a deposition or something. And this particular person did that. And now it's coming back to haunt them. Because it was a lie. Now, of course, it's not going to be for everyone, you guys. It's super specific, okay? So, y'all, my hair is driving me literally nuts today. Tell me about driver, Holy Spirit. So the other thing is this particular caregiver could have been hiding some sort of life insurance policy that was supposed to be for you. They were keeping this a secret because they were saying you were on DRUGS or you were an addict. Wow, you guys, these are the same 3 I just put back. Remember when I just said that's too many? Love and loss was on the top, Holy Grail was underneath it, and soul's best interest. Wow. So these are very important. So there could have been a painful breakup that was heartbreaking here, or a divorce, or a death of a passed over loved one. So this particular person here that passed over could have left you a life insurance policy that someone's trying to keep hidden because they're saying you were on substances or something. This could be a policy that was set up in 1985. It could even be going back to 1953. Like, let's say somebody, you know, had a full-time job in the 50s, right? Like, this could have been a grandparent. They could have put you, like, somebody on their life insurance policy. This could be a policy that originated from 1953 and was updated in 1985. So let's say that you know, weren't here in 1953, right? This could have been updated in 1985 when you maybe were here, whether you were born in this year or whatever age you could have been at that time. And this was for your best interest. This could have been something that was gaining interest as well since 1953 or 1985. And again, somebody could be getting karma for this. With the number 116, that breaks down to an 8. Someone could be getting karma for this. Again, this is transformation, rebirth, passing, or technically, you know, it could have to do with someone passing. Tell me about the Saint, Holy Spirit. School of Hard Knocks. So somebody's going to have to learn the hard way. They're going to get a criminal record for what they did when it comes to this passing. And it could look really bad because they could have, like, slept with your person, collective. I'm sorry that, or they were saying this about you. So you could have been able to keep yourself out of trouble because you're street smart and you know, like, the ins and outs and not what to do and what not to do. You could have learned from, like, the hard way. You learned something that can't be taught in school. You could have actually been on your own since you were very young, collective, and this taught you how to be very street smart. So these life experiences could have taught you what to do and what not to do. This could have to do with communication and relationships. Because we have 1, 4, 7 here. So that's 11, 12, breaks down to a 3, which is the 3rd house in communication and relationships. So you could have had to learn the hard way when it comes to how to navigate communications and relationships. So now someone's regretting what they did. Main character. Stepping into your power, pressure and spotlight, seen and heard. You shape the narrative. You can't hide. A detective could be a main character in this situation. This detective could be literally a saint. They could be devoted to proving something here about something someone did with control and lies about an insurance policy. Let's make it one more for Saint. That's too many. I'll take this one. Super Dodger. So avoidance, sidestepping, emotional hits or conflicts, consistently avoids harm, drama, and responsibility. Somebody could have been saying this about you, collective, that you're always sidestepping things. Or this could be the reason why this person came for you. They didn't like that. Like, they were trying to humble you, saying you always get away with things, but you're not getting away with things. You know how to not get yourself into things, is what I'm getting. And you just don't do drama. That's why. You don't do drama. This is what keeps you out of these situations. This is what keeps you from having a criminal record. Do you know how to sidestep things? Because you know not to get involved with them to begin with. And this made this person jealous or envious. So this person is jealous and envious of the fact that, like, in their eyes, you're sidestepping something. But you're not sidestepping things. You're just smart. You don't put yourself in positions that can cause you problems. So this person was trying to purposely victimize you and target you because of this. Somebody could have tried to have you blackballed, collective, but because you're freaking brilliant and you don't boast. So somebody here was trying to have you blackballed or ostracized you from other family members. Because what I'm getting is you can see this person for who they are. So, like, you could just keep things very surface level. Like, when you talk to this person, you could be like, hey, how's it going? How's the weather? You know, so on and so forth. Very surface level. So this particular person was doing like what I said. They were trying to insinuate that you were always getting away with things that you shouldn't be. And because they're your perhaps parent or caregiver or something to that effect, they disapprove of your actions. They were intentionally trying to have you shut out of something. This could have been a lawsuit. This could have been other family members. A detective is finding this out. They could have tried to have you purposely shut out of a life insurance policy that was meant for you. And this is modest genius here. So you're a modest genius when it comes to something. You're just modest. You're not needing to be humbled. So someone's trying to cover up that they blackballed you from something. They're trying to pretend like they weren't total drama, that they weren't trying to cause some sort of debt. They could have actually caused themselves some sort of karmic debt here. I just heard spoiled brat. Like, I'm not hearing it. It's popping in my mind's eye. Spoiled brat. Somebody's a spoiled brat. They've never had to actually work for anything. Everything's been handed to them. With Peter Pan syndrome. Resists growing up, fear of aging, avoids responsibility, commitment, or emotional maturity. So that could be what this person's about. They could resist getting older. They're in fear of aging. And they're trying to avoid a responsibility and commitment when it comes to something here. This could be trying to avoid responsibility when it comes to the fact that they waged war on you for money. Avoiding responsibility when it comes to the fact that they tried to hide an insurance policy from you. They could have even like blocked you out of being able to come to this family member who left this policy for you's passing or funeral or whatever. All right, so like this person is now trying to avoid any responsibility, and they're acting extremely immature. This person could be emotionally immature, which is why they're acting so envious, so jealous. I just heard high school behaviors. So somebody could be acting like a high school individual, but this person could have copied you as well, because they are angry about you getting something. They were trying to literally fulfill a fantasy to make you perhaps go missing, collective. This person, this could be a fire sign. Aries, Leo, Sag, that is not to be trusted. There's a missing letter here that could have something to do with a life insurance policy. playful roaster and testimony. This person was supposed to speak up for you. This person is supposed to be a nurturer. They were supposed to be the one to stick up for you. Instead, they're jealous and envious. They didn't want you to speak your truth. They didn't want there to be evidence of something. They could have been trying to get rid of it. So somebody could, this person here, whoever this person is, they could like literally do this playful like game with you where they act like they care, but they don't, right? So like if this person's your mother, they could be like, well, I just have your best interest in mind. And that's all. I just care about you and your future and blah, 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 right? And then the person will go off and like pretend like they're joking towards you and literally call you a DRUG addict, SEX addict, WHORE, I mean, like all the things that I would have to spell on YouTube. This person pretended like, oh, I'm just joking with you, ha ha ha, right? Like, so it's gross. They could be like, oh, I'm not cruel, I'm just teasing. One more, please, for targeted medical records. So this person could have pretended to be you, collective, to get your medical records. So they could target you. So they could wage war on you when it came to something. Like this could have even been to reach out to a doctor on your medical records. They could have even reached out to a doctor, and you could be wondering how they know who your doctor is, if that's even your situation. And this could be through your medical records. Credit score in reverse. Record of trustworthiness. Entry pass to opportunities. Others see you as trustworthy or not. So you could have somebody was trying to, no, okay, let me go back. Somebody could be losing their credit score. So if somebody had good credit based on the things that they say or do, they could be losing this positive credit score because they don't have a record of trustworthiness now. They've lost any sort of entry pass to opportunities with you. So if this person tried to withhold this life insurance policy from you, regardless of what it is that they were doing with it, they could have been, tapping into it, taking payments or transferring money out of this, it could be a bank account or whatever the situation is that they were trying to keep hidden. If it's being brought back to you, so if a detective found this information and it's being brought back to you, this person is going to lose any opportunity or any sort of favor. So when it's returned to you, you're not going to be inclined to have them be part of a celebratory party or, treat them to dinners or, birthday presents that are nice or whatever the case is, whatever it is that you do when you have a little extra money, this person's not going to be able to reap any rewards of that. So this person could, especially if this person was taking money from this policy, or let's say they signed off on it and they copied you. They could have copied your signature. Something like that. They could even be trying to have you taken out, collective. So that way they don't get caught because if they've silenced your voice before you can say anything or take them to court or whatever, right? People that are 6 feet under can't talk, right? So that's what they're trying to perhaps do. Do you get what I'm saying? mission statement, blueprint or plan of action, laying out structure and purpose, truthful of goals, stating what you want. So somebody doesn't want you to state whatever this blueprint or plan of action was against you. They don't want you to speak your truth of their goals. But you're going to state what you want. Okay, one final card, and then we're going to close out. This could also have something to do with the job or your health, collective. You may be speaking the truth about your health. Somebody could have got your medical records to see if you were being honest about your health. We have Jane Doe, lost identity, erased present, silenced voice, representing all the missing, unheard, and erased people. So it's kind of like what I was saying, like this person was trying to make you a Jane Doe, to erase your presence, to silence your voice. And this could have to do with them. This is specifically, okay, so this number is 193. So 9 and 3 is 12 plus 1 is 13. That's a 4. Fourth house is home, family, relationships, and specifically mother, maternal figure. So this maternal figure was trying to make you a Jane Doe. They were trying to silence you, collective. This is disgusting. It's truly disgusting. And if this mother perhaps is watching, you're disgusting, okay? You're disgusting. You need help. All right. Let's get some signs, you guys, and then we're going to close out, okay? Because this is really long. Holy Spirit, Holy Angels, we already have Aries, Leo, Sag out here with fire sign. We have Taurus, Virgo, and Capricorn, and Taurus was in reverse. So there could be a distorted Taurus involved in something here. A Virgo and a Capricorn. There could be an Aries involved. Capricorn again. Leo. I almost said Leo too. Capricorn again. Heavy Capricorn collective. So this devilish energy is very, very, very heavy here. There's only 4 of each card in this deck. So yeah, Sagittarius could be involved. Sagittarius again. What? Wow, do you see how these cards are flying out? Pisces. Let's just get 2 more. Cancer and Virgo again. So I'm going to go ahead and close out here. If you guys like the way I read, please do like the reading. It really does help the channel. And if you guys would like to subscribe, I would love to have you as part of the family. I love you guys. Let me know how you feel about this reading in the comments. And I'll see you guys tomorrow in the next one. Bye.